What up, family? Welcome back to Unto Re, a new me, episode 20, Grounded B. And as always, we must start by honoring our ancestors. So today's quote comes from Malcolm X, and it says, "A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything." And I think that this really stands out to me because it helps me to always go back to my foundation, always go back to my own personal understanding when making decisions, when creating something, when, when doing anything, you know what I'm saying? Just going back to not what I'm being told, but what I personally believe, because that is what makes me me. So I think that that's why that quote really stands out to me. And how I'm feeling today. Today I'm feeling wise, but I'm also feeling tight. And I don't mean wise as in like all knowing. I mean wise as in like prepared. Like I know that, challenges are going to come. I know that times are going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nowhere near, like, I don't even think we in the second wave yet out in Florida. Like, shit never calmed down. So, like, I don't know what's going to happen next. But I feel like I'm prepared, and I know I have an idea of what to expect, and I have an idea of how I can prepare myself and make sure that I make it out of whatever we go through alive. And then tight, I mean, I did my yoga today. Like, as far as daily goals, like meditation, again, was not done. And I really think I'm running from myself, because a lot of times during meditation, I can't block out everything that's going on, and like the things that are bothering me the most kind of rise up, and then I know I have to deal with them. And I think that what I'm doing by not, dealing with them is running from them. And I know what I'm running from, so even in not meditating, I'm dealing with it. But it's just like to try to take that time and, breathe. It does help me go ahead and start working on it at least. So I know what that's about, and I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna work on it. But as far as self-care questions go, the first question is, how do you practice discipline and why? And going back to the whole meditation thing, is just like, you have to be disciplined in order to like be successful. Like, vision and faith are two tools that are necessary to reach success. Elaine Welterworth said that more than enough. But like, vision and faith, all of that is not gonna come to par unless you have discipline. Like, unless you stick to what you're trying to do, stick to your why, like, for real. And I think that understanding how we kind of discipline ourselves and how we set ourselves up to be successful really helps us plan and prepare for the future when we have to do things that are harder than the easy tasks that we give ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We know that people gonna talk shit if we don't get in the bathroom and brush our teeth. So we discipline ourselves to get up in the morning or before you go to bed at night to wash your behind. It is what it is. So, but there are other ways that we discipline ourselves, and I think that we should definitely think about that, because the way that we reward and the way that we punish ourselves really shows us how we feel about ourselves. And if we are not, doing those two things the best, we got some shit to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hurt yourself every time you mess up, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to mess up. Everybody fail. Like, it's a part of life. So we really have to think about what's going on and how we deal with it. The next question is, what does success mean to you and why? And I think another question inside that question is, what the fuck is success? Like, who determines what success is? You should determine what success is for you, but in creating that, you have to think about, like, what have you seen in life? What have you gone through that has molded your idea of what success is? And if you're going for that, if that's what success is for you and you're reaching for that as a goal, what does that mean? what will happen for you when you reach that? Like, what's going to change? When you complete all your goals, what's next? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean for you? And then why? Always ask why. Because you learn so much from the why. Next, I talk with spirit, y'all. Let me see what I got over here. I got some new cards, actually. Or maybe they not new. So the first one is the 5 of Brooms. The next one is the 3 of Brooms. And the last one is the 5 of Machete. Right? So the first one, the 5 of Brooms, represents challenge. And what stood out to me from the reading was hold fast to your resolve and let nothing deter you from your objectives. And I think that this really stood out to me because, you know, challenges are going to come. Like, I think that's something that I keep, getting back to, because I think that's really the whole purpose of this whole 21 days. I think that's the main lesson that I was supposed to learn in order to go into the next days by myself without y'all. I think that the reality is I have to, when you wake up in the morning, you have to realize trouble gonna come. It's gonna come. Challenge is gonna come. And you have to hold fast. You have to stick with it. You have to commit to ensuring that you're going to live the life that you want to live in order to reach success and happiness, whatever that means for you. And I think that that's really why that part of it stood out to me. But if you look at the cards, it's 5 people and they supposed to be fighting, but ain't nobody really hitting each other. And what they say that this represents is no real purpose in the chaos other than to create conflict between the group. And I think this is so real because I can think about even in my own family and in majority of Black American families where the system is so fucked up that it's gotten into our families and created so much conflict just because we don't have the social services, we don't have the resources that we need. And the only reason this is even an issue is to literally create conflict between the group. The only reason it's here, the only reason that this challenge is here is for us to be mad at each other. And I think that once we realize that together we can do anything and get out of this whole individualistic mindset, I think we'll really come out on top. But that's a personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? I don't be knowing nothing. The next card, and I didn't get it reversed, haha. The next card is the 3 of Brooms, and this card represents good perspective. And what stood out to me from the reading was, once you know what you have to offer the world, you can start putting those skills into practice. And I think this card really stood out to me because it's allowing me to understand and recognize that my mind is not bad. You know what I'm saying? I have in my mind a lot of positive things, a lot of creative things, a lot of ideas, a lot of love. It's a lot going on in my head. And the reality is, because I look at things from so many different perspectives, it's gonna be a lot in there. You know what I'm saying? But I have what I need to focus on the goal and focus on the why and remain positive. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to dwell in the negative. I have the tools I need to get myself out of that. And I think that's the key. I think that's why that really stood out to me. But this card shows bro looking over the city, and this is because he knows the challenges that he's about to face. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's about to go into. But he's committed to his plans. He's ready. He got his tools and he finna go get it. And I think that's a great representation of where I'm at on the 20th of 21 days. The next card is the 5 of Machetes, and I actually did get this one reversed. But this card represents accepting the limits of victory and defeat. And what stood out to me from the reading was, listen to yourself and stop thoughts from limiting your actions. And I think that's really why I know I got this one before, because I remember that. I remember that letting your own head, getting in your head is getting in your way. You know what I'm saying? I remember thinking that dwelling too much and overthinking is really fucking up your shit. Like, you gotta get out of it. And I think that this card came back around to remind me that I ain't out of it yet. But you can see that the two dudes are walking away sad, and there's knives on the floor, which are supposed to represent that a battle has already taken place. So yeah, but I got it reversed, which isn't too bad, because reverse this time actually represents reconciliation and making amends, but also past resentment. So today's poem is coming from Sometimes I Cry, a book of poetry with me on the cover. And the poem for today is Unlearn. And it goes, I've got to unlearn giving my all for nothing to people who only want my all for nothing at all. I've got to unlearn doubting my skills to appeal to those whose skills don't appeal to anything. I've got to unlearn loving so deep that I love past my love for me, for nothing. For over the years, I've learned. Oh, y'all, I won this giveaway, and I had to show y'all the damn oil I got. Glow to Sleep body oil. I can't wait to try that junk tonight. And when I ain't on camera, I wear this chapstick. It's lavender. And just because I got it over here. Oh, let me tell you who it's from. This is from J Goddess. And she gave me a little cute little note. Look. It's so cute. But definitely J Goddess Gym _ on Instagram. Look her up, because it's a whole bunch of other shit that I ain't about to divulge to y'all. But it was a giveaway, and it came in like a big package with like 8 other things, y'all. But also, I'm almost out of my sample candles. I showed y'all my sample candles. This one is the Meant to Be Sweet from Carter L. Rose Candle Company. This one they logo look like. Don't be buying from nobody else. But y'all know I'm trying to keep the black dollar in the community, so definitely support. The quote I'm gonna leave y'all with today is from Mariba, and it's definitely a repeat because it's something that's been heavy on my spirit. And it says, do not plant a seed in your mind if you do not wish to grow it. All right, never forget. Y'all be great.